You have been doing music for a minute. I got a Narwhal moment real quick. One word, vintage.
Vintage.
Vintage. Okay, what about it? Go ahead. What am I supposed to do?
That shit was hard.
Nigga, okay, I'm high. Go ahead. And some more questions. Vintage.
Your video.
The song.
The song.
Oh my fucking God, bro. You just snapped, nigga. Whoa.
Vintage,
Hold
man.
up. That was a Narwhal moment. This nigga just snapped. Okay. These niggas did their homework. Let's get this shit.
we got
Let's
to.
get this shit rolling, bro. Let's go. Let's get it.
Oh, man.
What's up, man? Come on, more questions. Let's
Oh,
go.
no.
Let's go. Let's go. Nigga.
I got a question. Are you the only sibling?
I got other siblings, but I'm my mom's only kid, and it was only me and my mom growing up. So like, I got to meet my older siblings. I think when I was like 7, but that was the first and last time I seen them.
Do they make music?
No.
No, only you.
I'm the only nigga that makes music, and I'm the sexiest nigga.
Dark
I
light
love my
skin.
family. Shout out to my family, but yeah,
Do they
I'm the only nigga that makes music.
Do they support your music?
Yeah, they do. Now that we got in contact, my sister supports my music heavy. My other sister supports my music heavy. Shout out Janico and Octavia. And I just got in contact with my brother, Kente. This nigga is, I gotta say his height and his size. This nigga is 6'11" and he's 4'15", bro. Yeah.
How old is he?
He's like, I think bro just turned 31.
Dang,
Damn.
He's be in the NBA or NFL.
Damn, bro.
6'11".
Promoting shit. Shout out to my big brother, my blood brother.
Shout out. So like, did it take a minute for your family to support you, or did you have to prove yourself, or was they just immediately on board?
Well, like I said, I grew up with just my mom, so like, hell yeah, it took a minute to support me. I love my mom. Shout out to my mom. We ain't no problems, none of that. Love my mom. But hell yeah, it took a minute to support me. I'm in class. I'm writing lyrics and shit, not listening to the teacher. I'm regular kid shit, bro, who's a creative. I'm sitting there drawing pictures and shit, doing comics. Nigga, anything I wanted to do creative, she's like, that's not paying the bills, blah, blah, blah. But now fast forward after, I think like 2019, because 2020 is when niggas really got in their house because of, I think, COVID and shit. Everybody was locked down.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting paid off the internet. So that's not true. Like, I don't have to have a job. And now that she finally sees that, she do understand. But it's fine, though. I'm not mad at her for not getting it. Like, she didn't grow up in that time.
Yeah.
So I get it.
So vintage, man. Talk more about that, bro. Like, how did that come about, bro? Like,
so I think it was me and my brother, Goonie G, who I used to rap with back in the day. And I think it was one of the first people who was recording music videos at the time was LaFritz Productions. I don't know if anybody knows about that. You guys might be able to look up some videos. But I remember bro liked to do a lot of shit that's cinematic. And because of him too is another reason why like I like to do a whole bunch of shit, different type of shit with my music when I'm creating a song. But like he put that song together. Like, that song wasn't my idea. Like bro came to me with that song kind of put together and I was just like, oh shit, like this shit is hard. Like let me get on this shit. And he always wanted me to use a certain type of voice when I'm rapping because everybody says that I have a deep voice or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I used a different type of flow for like the first time and motherfuckers was fucking with that shit when we dropped it. I don't know how many fucking plays it got. It's crazy y'all mention that shit. But y'all taking me back in my brain like shit that I was doing around that time. Like I'm over here
for real, bro.
Like, a whole bunch of other shit like fuck.
Man,
He's been at it for a minute, man.
But I remember finding that spot and I remember trying to be on some rebellious shit. My dumb ass almost went to jail, nigga, because the camera girl was like, don't light the blunt, don't light the blunt. The cops right there. Nigga, I stared them niggas in their face and lit that bitch up. And they was so cool. They let a nigga record it. They let me smoke it to the roach, nigga, put that motherfucker out. So it was cool. That was a good ass time in my life. That was a really good time in my life.
Oh yeah.
He was in the studio all night and shit.
Yeah, bro, because I had somebody who was like actually funding my studio time at the time. And like I would just leave school and go to the studio right after school. Like there was like maybe 1 or 2 nights where the homie let us spend the night over there and like not like fully because he got kids and shit, but like I got to stay all the way from like morning, nigga. I'm staying there all the way damn near to the next morning. Get to leave, no problems. Sessions already paid. That shit was a crazy ass time in my life because that was when I first started making really started making music out here. Like nigga, it was just an idea. Like I remember we were walking downtown on fucking Court Avenue We were trying to promote our song. And my second song I ever put out got a fucking million plays. And I remember just going viral in school and shit. And y'all didn't fucking know us because we over in West Des Moines and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But that nigga was like, bro, we should just make a tape called Step Brothers. And like, from that moment, niggas literally just started booking studio sessions. I never even been in the studio in Iowa before that. Like, it was crazy as fuck. Like, that shit happened like boom, boom, boom. And then I was just like, bro, I'm obsessed with this shit. Like, I gotta make music.
What's the most songs you ever made in one day?
One day, I don't know how many songs I've ever made in one day, but the most I ever made in one studio session, which was an hour, was 7.
Damn.
7?
Yeah. And they weren't mixed and mastered or none of that, but like raw and just finished and recorded, have all my sound effects I needed to and all my ad-libs and shit. 7 songs in 1 hour.
Do you ever
Yeah.
freestyle?
No. Like sometimes I do now. Back then, hell no. But now it's like a new day and age where like, nigga, when you go, I don't want to be in the studio with a nigga if we book a session and we sitting there trying to write or some shit. Like, we just supposed to go off the vibes. Like, it's just supposed to feel good. And I feel like you're going to hear it in the song better that way, too. That's what it's been teaching me, doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.